Welcome to the Next Chapter podcast, the place to explore, dream, and discover your next chapter. Hosted by professional life coach, educator, and storyteller, Andrea Hecht. This podcast introduces you to a community of inspirational women like you. In each episode, Andrea sits down with amazing women for an in-depth conversation about their journeys toward a life reimagined. From overcoming obstacles to reigniting passion, each story will empower and motivate you to write the next chapter on your own terms. Let go of worry and anxiety while joining Andrea in thought-provoking and entertaining conversations. You won't just learn how these remarkable women overcame hurdles standing between them and success. You'll gain strength, self-confidence, and clarity along the way. Discover new perspectives meant to ignite your fire within. Tune in today for inspiring stories that will help you live a life reimagined, all through the Next Chapter podcast.
Welcome to the Next Chapter podcast. I'm your host, Andrea Hecht of Fully Informed Life. I am a professional life coach, educator, and storyteller. I help women reimagine their lives as they write the next chapters. So in today's conversation with a coach, I have a very important question to ask you. Have you ever thought about if your home is making you sick? So no, I'm not talking about the germs on the countertops, the doorknobs, or floors. Yes, we probably have experienced flu, COVID, and many other illnesses, unfortunately, in our homes lately. But after dealing with COVID, I think we can all feel pretty confident that we are Lysol germ-busting machines. So what type of sickness am I really talking about? The sickness that I'm addressing is stress. Yes. Did you know that your home environment can cause your body to release cortisol, which is actually the stress hormone? And if this is left alone, the increased cortisol in the body can lead to fatigue, irritability, headaches, intestinal problems such as constipation, bloating, or diarrhea. It can cause anxiety or depression. It can cause us to gain weight. It can increase your blood pressure. So really, our homes may trigger stress responses and in turn make us sick. But the saddest part about all of it is that many people don't even realize that our homes are actually making us sick. So cluttered spaces lead to cluttered minds. Are there burnt out light bulbs in your home that you're ignoring? Is there a leaky faucet? Or there are chipped drawers, a broken cabinet handle? Maybe that laundry that's sitting in the basket for days. Maybe there are dirty dishes piled up in the sink, unmade beds. Maybe there are some home projects that you started that aren't finished. All these environmental distractions are like little triggers tugging at our attention. These constant tugs can cause catabolic, stress-inducing energy in our bodies without us even realizing it. It's pretty sad, right? So how we respond to these environmental triggers is, though, 100% in our control. So let's stop for a moment and consider how much are you actually tolerating in your own home. Will you continue to let that laundry sit for days? Will you continue to leave that faucet dripping? Will you continue to allow those home projects sit unfinished? Guess what? All these little minor fixes can have a significant positive impact on your energy. It's kind of like having a slow oil leak in your car. So over time, it really drains our energy and it can leave you with less energy to tackle the essential tasks that are important to you. So now you're probably wondering, what do you do to clean up your home and take charge of your home's health? When you know what environment works best for you, you can create an environment that actually fuels you rather than drains you. So you can develop coping strategies on how to deal with the environments that are causing a stress reaction. So there are a few things that you can do. The first is remain a victim of the environment. Just completely ignore what is triggering you and remain a victim of it. You can leave the environment. You can accept it and say, okay, it is what it is. You can change something within the environment, or you can change your perspective on the environment and say, okay, there are things that I can control. There aren't things that I can control right now. And you can reframe the entire situation. So the most important thing is that you always have a choice. So understanding the triggers in your home environment will allow you to make the necessary adjustments to create a home that helps you maintain your energy. And it gives you the best opportunity to succeed at any task. So remember, the choice is yours. Think about, is your home making you sick? And what is one thing that you can do today to reduce some of those triggers in your own home? Thank you for tuning in today to Conversation with a Coach. I look forward to sharing additional actionable tips for you to use as you write the next chapter in your life.
Thank you for listening to the Next Chapter podcast. Join our community for more in-depth conversations with other inspiring women. Follow us on your favorite podcast app, and don't forget to share this episode with anyone ready to write their next chapter. Please leave a review if you love listening to the Next Chapter podcast. As a thank you, Andrea will share your review at the beginning of a future episode. For personalized guidance from Andrea Hecht, visit fullyinformedlife.com and schedule your complimentary discovery session today. Andrea provides individual and group coaching, helping you uncover your next chapter. Now's your chance. Step up and reimagine life today with the Next Chapter community by your side.